Joe has confessed to her that he wanted her to stay in Japan. Wait, so let me get this straight. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, because the guys in here, Jamaican YouTuber, and let's get straight into it. This episode is episode number 35, and it's called The Monster in the Hallway. Again, you guys think you're slick. This episode was titled appropriately. Shacho Toshiaki is a creep. So let's get straight into it. The first hits us off with Vivi, Shion, and Toshiaki having breakfast. At this point, Vivi reveals that she still has been in contact with Joe after Shion has asked her a couple questions. Vivi reveals that Joe has confessed to her that he wanted her to stay in Japan. Wait, so let me get this straight. Vivi pours out her heart to you, sir, and says she's willing to stay in Japan. But you say, no, you don't want her to stay because, you don't want her to give up on her dream for you. Yet, off camera, you act different. What a shock. So that means then, guys, that confirms our theories that 1, something happened between Joe and Vivi off camera while they're in the house, and 2, something has been happening while Joe has been out of the house and they're off camera. This girl's still been messaging him and talking to him. So what the hell was up with that speech you made, Joe, when you and her were in the room? Oh my god, Joe is turning out to be a real F-boy. After this, Yume comes downstairs and she and Toshiaki talk, and they confirm their the date for the lunchtime meetup or whatever, right? But, Yume asks Toshiaki for his line ID. I don't know if you understand the significance of this, because generally women don't ask men for the line IDs like that. Line is pretty personal. It's almost better than the phone number in Japan. And the fact that she asked him and not the creep master asking her for the line ID to contact him. You may want some Toshi in her Yuki fam. I mean, she wants some you in her me. She wants Toshiaki, and Toshiaki wants her. Next, in the next scene, Yume, Hana, and Shion are talking at the table, and Yume reveals her plans to have lunch with Toshiaki. At this point, Hana's real innocence and not really believe that she can't help it. She's really that oblivious and inexperienced in terms of dating and relationships. She's asking Yume some questions that you wouldn't be asking at that age, right? She asks like, so when do you know when you actually like the person? Like, when was a changing point? Because Yume initially said that her relationship spring from friendships first, they become really close, and then something happens. Like, let's say for instance, like a kiss from out of nowhere, or some major action or to spark her interest. So then so then Hannah's like, really? So how do you do? What do you do? So her last relationship was her friend asked her to take out the gum after they had yakiniku, and he said, oh, let's spit the gum out in my hand. And right after she spit out the gum, he kissed her. Smooth. Let me see. Spit out gum. Kochi te. Okay. Wow, that's super smooth in Japanese ways. I guess I don't know, it's whatever. Vivi joins the conversation, and Hana asks her what she's doing. Vivi says she's waiting on about 12 a.m. to call Dio, and if he doesn't call her by then, she'll go to bed. She has been trying to make plans with him. He has a game on Christmas Day, and so, they're trying to see if they can meet up or hook up after that. Dio calls her, she gets up to take that call. The three of them start talking and saying, hey, if they're making Christmas plans, they're pretty much official, right? Because in Japan, Christmas is not about the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's about sales and couples. Christmas Day is a day reserved for going to the temple, going on your Christmas date to secure and to confess your love to your woman or your man and have a wonderful time and start a wonderful blooming relationship. Vivi returns, Joe again with his excuses saying like, oh, he's going to be too tired to be filmed after the game, so he doesn't think he can make it. Then Hana brings up the most amazing uppercut, punch slam point. So if the cameras weren't there, he would be okay to go out with you? Oh, child, where's my tea? Cause Hana just spilled mine. People, is Joe really just trying to get the milk without the cow? I'm not calling it a cow. It's a metaphor for getting something from a source rather than taking the whole thing. Just take the bits that you want. Okay? Gosh, hashtag whatever me too. I just try to tell you. It's just, Be careful. Wow. So basically, what the hell is wrong with Joe? Joe is only concerned about his image. And in preserving his image, he's damaging the relationships or potential relationship he could have with Vivi. And could put Vivi out of her business because she's clearly still in love with this guy. And he keeps stringing her along. And Vivi said after he left the house, she pulled away from him. Then he initiated the contact to get back with her. And he started hanging out and doing stuff. And now he doesn't really want a relationship and he just want to... You know, I'm not really a fan of Vivi, but I don't really like to see people suffer. I like to see people happy. And this is just sad and pathetic right now. And that explains now why they don't follow each other on Instagram. Because it's still Christmas time in the show. It's now March, almost spring. Vivi has decided to move on from Joe. About goddamn time. So now Hana and Jonah are talking. Jonah is a wrestling girl at the gym, and Hana is saying that she really wishes someone would confess their love for her in Terrace. And Jonah said none of those guys are proactive enough to ask you guys out or what's going on in the house. I really want you to be happy and stuff. And then Hana is like, I don't know, whatever. Then talking about Kai again, and she says, I don't know, I only see Kai like a best friend. You know, we've been really close and we talk a lot, but I only see him as a friend. Hana, stop blocking your blessings. Go and give Kai your special wrestling move. After that, now move on fast. Now next, the sashimi day, Toshiaki and Vivi go to a restaurant that allows you to catch what you're about to eat. And then they cut it up and serve it to you. So you made it into sashimi. They had it and they had a really interesting conversation. Vivi explains to Toshiaki about how she feels about the whole situation with Joe and the fact that Joe always has this excuse of being tired when it comes to talking about serious issues. And even when she kind of ended it, he still didn't show any resistance. You know what I mean? It's just weird. So she says her feelings have actually changed. So that's the end of it for Vivi and Joe. So now Vivi needs to hook up with Shion. But Toshiaki is such an egotistical guy. I don't know. Like, first thing he asked her before they started talking about Joe was, can you tell me what the girls talk about in the room and what is my ranking? Is this Google? What are you doing though, fam? Dog. Oh my god, Toshiaki. So after that is done, Toshiaki and Yume go out for lunch during work hours in Shibuya. They both get to talking about who they used to date, and Toshiaki tries to fish for a compliment or the self-deprecating humor and says, oh, so did you date a lot of like cool guys or really hot guys in the past? She said no. And he's like, oh my god. And then he's like, oh, well, that works in my favor then, I guess. Yume didn't bat an eyelid, she just continued eating. So I wondered if he was waiting on her to say, no, you're hot. That didn't come. Burn! And then they talk about, she says she visits her hometown a lot in Sapporo, Hokkaido. He's like, oh, well, if my schedules line up, I can plan my next vacation while you're there. And you know, I was like, okay. Toshiaki also asked her what does she want to do in Terrace, and she says she wants to go on a road trip. So I said, okay, let's go on a road trip, let's do it. And she's like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, so we want to go to Odaiba or something? Cool. And they made loose arrangements to go to Odaiba and to go to Hokkaido together. Homeboy is going after it. When you have money, you can say all the things you want to say. He pays for the lunch and she asks, what does she owe him? He says, no, it's okay. I'll pay for you as long as we go on that road trip together. Okay, all right. That's a bit controlling for me. Next, we have Kai's stand-up scene. It was better than the last one, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm all for being better than yesterday. But Jesus, if Kai has a day job, I think he should probably not quit it until he has sorted out this stand-up comedy thing, because here's one of the jokes. So there's a thing with words. Yeah, what are words really? It helps to make us feel good, you know, like premium. What's up with premium? You know, it's like, what? Did you know a banana is a berry and a strawberry is not a berry? And then berries don't have any straws in it. Then what the hell have I been eating? Where am I? I don't know if people laughed because the cameras were there, not to make him feel bad, or they actually laughed because it was funny. I was just like, really, Kai? For a man that can speak English, this is what you're coming up with? And what's up with strawberry shortcake? It's not short, it's just cake. I'm like, all right. this is where we're going to cut this Kai, find something else. Do the painting or the drawing or something, because the setup thing, no. We can't just cut that out. After that, he heads home and he's talking to Toshiaki, and Toshiaki admits that he's really into Yume and that's his type or whatever. Fine. Kai is talking about what should he do about Hana, and Toshiaki gives him the advice. Say, go after it. Tell her, ask her to go talk to her privately, then ask her how she feels about you directly. And Kai's like, oh, just like that. He said, yeah, just like that. That's the best thing that Toshiaki has done for the house. So they go downstairs and they're eating, having a little Christmas party, decorating tree, finish, bam, bam, bam. They're having a dinner, finish eating, and to lighten the mood, I guess, Toshiaki brings out these game cards and then flips them over. No one wants to play the games, like a dating card game with the deck of cards. Shion asks Yume to go to the playroom. If looks could kill, Toshiaki's eyes would be locked up for murder, because the way he looked at the two of them going off was not cute at all. Deadly, my God! Also, Kai asks Hana to speak privately, and you want to go to the playroom too, but then the guy said, no, they're going to the playroom. Okay, let's go to the boys' room. So it was Vivi and Toshiaki downstairs. We flash now to Hana and Kai talking, and Kai says, yo, we went out on a date and we had lunch together, and recently I've become really interested in you. All this time Hana is and we're not like a real young schoolgirl. So Kai asks her what were her thoughts about him. At this point, Hana can't control herself. She's giggling. She got her confession and says, Hana moody, yeah, the kid, and all the antics that she's doing. And this says, my feelings recently have changed towards you, and yeah, it's a good change. So basically they plan to go out, and then Kai asks her what she wants to do, and she says, I have a lot of ideas for dates. I want to go to the aquarium, I want to go by the river to look at the stars, I want to go hiking, I want to do this, and go to the beach. And Kai's like, oh, you have a lot. Sorry, go. I said, no, be you, be who you are with you. I'll soon finish the painting, and they've plastered the painting looks really nice, and it's gonna be cool. So Kai is talented, but I don't think the stand-up comedy thing is his thing. I think he was just using that to cope with the breakup. Now you get a new girl, dash it away. Fling it away as far as possible. Thank you, Kai. Now let's go to Shion and Yume talking in the playroom, and Shion is asking her, we haven't had time to measure our schedule, so we should go out and eat sometime. But Shion says, I want to cook dinner with you. Yume says, I can't really cook. And Shion says, yes, that's why it's going to be fun, because I can't cook either. So let's have dinner sometime. So what about tomorrow? Tomorrow, he's going to be home, but he has to do some modeling. Then the day after that, she has to go out with her friends, because she has plans. She's been plans with her friends. All this time, Creep God, the Creeper, Shacho-chan, Toshi-kun, the Creep, is standing outside the door, leaning up like this. Right? He was out there for the whole time, basically eavesdropping on what's happening. They leave the room, and she's surprised to open the door to see Toshiaki out there. And Shion must have been like, what is this right now? So he says, oh, can I talk to you in the playroom? So Shion came out, and she stayed and went back in with Toshiaki. It was just really weird for me. And then he's acting like he was drunk, which he wasn't, because he doesn't even drink, right? Or whatever. Anyway, he already knew Yume's plans, so he says, let's go for the drive out tomorrow when you get home from work. He says, really? I get home at 5? No, I can pick you up from work. That's a red flag. Hear what I'm saying. This man's a creep. He seems controlling, and I'm worried for Yume and happy at the same time, because we're getting some action in the house, because everything was really trash before. And he says, yes, let's go to Odaiba at night. And they made the plans to go to Odaiba. And that's the end of the episode for me, because yeah, I'm really worried about Toshiaki. He seems like one of those rich guys that gets his own way all the time. He's very aggressive. I don't know how to feel about this. Hello, I like Toshiaki, meaning I like what he has brought to the house, a new dynamic, and it's moving things along more quickly. So in the comments down below, tell me what was your favorite scene in this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Next week, we're gonna see some kisses.